Welcome to a Sea Archers podcast. I don't know how to say it.
Say it. Good job.
This is the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
More like the world's okayest podcast.
What's up, everybody? Sea Average Podcast, episode 61. Today we've got a very special episode. We're actually all together again for once. I mean, we're not actually doing a Zoom call, so that's always a plus. But we're here at the station bar and venue again. Thanks to Sky and the rest of the crew that let us do this. Taking over the upstairs, as well as getting us food, drinks, all the whole 9 yards. So thank you to them. But today, got a special guest coming back again. Had to come back for seconds. Got Mr. Drummer Abuse himself, Stars' very own drummer, Mr. Adam Gilbert.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me back. This is great.
Appreciate you coming back, man.
Heck yeah.
It's been a minute. I mean, since July. What it was around there?
June,
July, around there.
Yeah, because we were going on the acoustic tour.
Yep. I was wondering, like, how'd that go? 'Cause, I mean, it's a little different for you considering you're banging on a box
it was
and that
crazy.
drums.
We did, I want to say it was 32 or 33 shows over 34 days, something like that. So we only had 2 days off. We did, 8 shows in a row, 13 shows in a row, and 8. So whatever that math is, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
a lot moving around.
It was pretty intense, and a lot of the days were so incredibly hot. It was just a small. Usually about 75 to 100 people.
Yeah.
And at most of our shows, we do an acoustic meet and greet and then the regular show. So it's like all day, we're working all day. Get up at 10, sometimes 11 if I'm lucky, and then stay up. We're just meeting people or setting things up all day. So it's like 2 concerts in one. So it was a nice little break. We could just do the one vision. We're just doing the acoustic songs. We had people that would spin a wheel. They would try to win like trivia questions. They could pick the song. They might win a T-shirt, win VIP passes. That's $200 value right there. So we like to give things to people in a whole different perspective of how Starset actually plays. Acoustic is so different. Yeah. Because we're the big LED walls, super loud bass, big drum set. This is like a little tiny cajon kick drum, acoustic guitar. Just as broken down as we can get. Yeah. That's awesome. As much organic side that people can, more connected. They're never going to see something like that from Disturbed. Maybe. But
imagine
maybe
Disturbed.
Like
down with the sick.
Like what is that?
No, what was that? Richard Cheese?
Yeah.
He did the...
Get up. Richard Cheese. Yes, that acoustic environment was really cool. They were all smaller breweries. So we got to hang out at some like really unique places, cool barcades. Some of the places were you just show up in like middle of, I think it was Colorado Springs. That was like probably the hottest show. We played outside that day. It was like middle of July. Oh, it was
in Colorado,
all the
places.
Yeah, and midday, it's like 3 o'clock. So we were going like noon to 8 p.m. max, maybe even like 7, and then we're just hanging out with everyone, having a drink, talking with people, just being real humans with humans, and it was cool. It was a really awesome experience. We haven't done that since Breaking Benjamin in 2016.
Oh, nice.
So the fact that we could just go out and do it. We ended at Brewdog in Canal. Yep. We did 2 days there, and that was just the hospitality is awesome.
You guys got the hotel there?
No, actually, they booked all the rooms up. Oh. Didn't give us a hotel.
Oh, what?
We had to drive home.
Right. 45 minutes back home.
About 27, yeah. 27. It was a short drive.
I was pissed because I couldn't go to that because we couldn't get a babysitter. My wife worked and all that stuff. And then I had tickets to, like I said, your actual concert, and because of the LC's COVID rules, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Oh, I owe you a drink for that as well, by the way. Make that happen.
Fair enough.
Make that happen. Yeah. So, like I said, with the acoustic version, you're just banging on a box, basically. What it is from the pictures I saw.
I don't use as much of a broken down cajon anymore. I used to just sit on the cajon. It's a little box, and you use your hands. bass, and there's like snares that run on the backside. So different parts of the box have different sounds. So it's a box, but you have 4 or 5 different sounds. People play like shakers with their feet, or you can add different things to it. So what I actually did was I used a case for a cajon that they've innovated and made it into an instrument. So one side has a porthole, and the other side has a bass drum head that's like a plastic drum head or whatever. I changed it out to a calf tone head, so it had a little more of a warm thump to it. And normally you'd put the cajon in there, but I just used the case as my bass drum. And then I brought a snare and a floor tom, a couple cymbals and a hi-hat, and they're called hot rods. They're like dowel rods instead of regular drumsticks, and they're taped together. So it had much more of an ambient dynamic to it, but we could be dynamic still. I could be real quiet or still get into it.
Yeah.
How long did that take you to do that? Like, to practice, to be, like, quiet instead of just fucking beating the shit out of the fucking drums?
Well,
you're just like, I just want to go.
I'm 30-something now, so, since all the experiences, that's what's cool about music. It's, it's a practice. Everything that you do, it all helps. It all is leading to the ultimate, as much as you can take it to. So I've played in jazz bands, I've played in concert bands, classical orchestras, playing timpani, a triangle. There's a technique to a triangle. I've learned it. Thank you, John Merritt. And having that kind of dedication to the finer details, like the precision of playing a maraca correctly, or knowing how to mute a cymbal properly, or playing a triangle. It's funny, but like it's a thing. And I value that. I got that experience from a very early age, and that's the whole thing with drum abuse. I always go back to it. My new thing, SNARE, to keep kids on drums.
There you go.
Stands for Students Need Accountability, Resources, and Experiences in anything they do, not just music.
Yeah.
And again, with drum abuse, it's just drum up an idea and abuse your creativity.
Yeah,
that's pretty creative.
I got drumsticks instead of Ritalin in 4th grade, so I want to give that mentality to anyone, but to younger sponges. When you're young, you got so many opportunities to go out and play football and basketball and be good at math, and hey, you're a great chef. That's awesome, but if you're a really great chef, don't force football if you're just sitting the bench.
Right.
Like, you're wasting it in your own time.
Yeah.
But that's kind of harsh. You want to have options for your kids because you don't know what they're going to be great at.
Oh, yeah.
But I was really lucky to have parents and great teachers in Hilliard, just right down the road here, that had a focus. And when you're really as devoted to something as they were, it is wasting time if you go to baseball practice on a Tuesday night because they need you for the concert Friday. So you're wasting everyone's time. And so that group mentality, like it makes you feel that connectedness to something that I wish more people could get. And the earlier you can give that to someone, the better they could be at it. That's all. If I started when I was 4 with lessons versus 8, that's 4 major years that I could have really. And I already had the hand-eye coordination. I just didn't have the focus from a teacher. So that's why I like to give back to anyone, even if it's a violist and they just want to see something different. Splatter some paint sometime, just flip it upside down, who knows, whatever it is, try it. And that's the coolest part about what I get to do. I get to be a spaceman. I can do anything I want.
Everything.
But when I try something and it works and I get that feedback, I want to make it better. I don't just want to have a million options, because then what is my style then?
Right.
You want to kind of hone in on that.
Yeah. You said you're from Hilliard. What school did you go to? You go to
Hilliard Darby.
Darby? Were you there then for the big prank that was pulled at the football stadium?
Oh, which one?
So
one year they stole the Frisch's Big Boy. And they put him on the front doorstep. Yeah.
Damn,
Another year,
I didn't know about that one.
I think it was my senior year. They put this kid named Matt Jackson. He had a little Geo Metro.
Yeah.
One of the dads stayed back and unlocked the door. And they unhinged. They took the doors off the hinges to fit this car in the band room. They TP'd it. They did all the shaving cream and stuff. The next day, the kids almost got expelled.
Damn. Yeah,
So I don't know what prank.
That's even different than mine.
I forget.
The one I heard about was it was Darby against Davidson, and I know
It was the signs
at the football stadium,
in the bleachers.
Yeah, and they
said,
hold it up
"We
and said, "We suck."
Yeah, I was not there for that.
You know
But
that?
that's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why they would try to expel kids for doing that. Just
That
where's
made
rock
it-
and roll anymore?
Right, because that made it on MTV's used to have a whole thing about pranks.
High school prank?
Yeah, or like
And that
or
made it on-
ridiculousness even.
Yeah, it was before that.
Oh really?
Right before that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it was.
That was back on MTV was a little bit more music.
Yeah, we
Not too much.
I mean, that takes some coordination.
Kids don't remember
Give
that
the kid some
these
credit.
days.
You know, he might
right?
be a future politician.
Yeah, hey, it might be one now. Yeah, good. That's true. Yeah, because that takes a lot to set up and everything else. But yeah, that was. I just remember seeing that and knowing that was one thing from Hilliard that I learned about it. But
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. I only remember a couple pranks. I was never really involved in them. I
Yeah.
was a sissy.
Matt, remember?
I didn't even skip on senior skip day. I was the only kid there, you know. I'm just kidding. I did skip that day. I did for sure skip that
My
day.
Well, they
my
wanted to go to
neighbor
music.
did. Him and a few of her buddies did. They went to Shawnee Hill,
Yeah.
Shawnee School, high school, and they went out to the football field with weed killer, grass killer, and did a giant penis in the football field.
That
I mean, that's
probably-
little-
That's yeah.
It's
not a
it's
prank.
on YouTube if you look it
That's
up.
not a prank. That's,
You can get
that's
expelled for
bad.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess stealing Frisch's Big Boy is pretty crazy, but you can return that. They're not gonna go get their landscaping tools and fix that grass.
Just a little sod patch, and then you
Yeah.
got a green penis around it.
Right?
Like, wait, this is fake turf. Oh, no. That would be ironic, right?
No kidding. I don't know how you get a giant ass big boy. One, how do you? It's a statues. I don't know how the hell they took it
You
off.
got to unscrew it, and how do you
That's
not
insane.
get? How do you not get caught?
Couple
was the one
football
on Hood
players
Road
just.
Yes, that's crazy. Another thing though, I guess happened this past 6 months now. So new album came out,
Horizons, yeah.
Horizons. I love it, by the way.
Yeah, we
Love
just
it.
finished that tour up.
How was that?
It was colder. Summertime was hot. This one was a lot colder. Not a lot of snow, luckily, but
That's good.
we were more East Coast. It was November 2nd to December, my birthday, 20th.
There you go.
So a lot of shows. I got lucky. I sold about 60 drum heads.
Nice.
So about 2 a day.
Yeah.
It really helps the cause because, I got to buy drum heads anyways. So the fact that I can get money back to put it back into my drums and
Right.
fix things. One of the
Yeah.
first couple days, this never happened. We have a semi for the first time, which is awesome. It's crazy.
There you go.
We already need another trailer. Like, we already filled it up. So this one day, the driver must have slammed on his brakes. My whole drum rack on my left side that holds my drum pad fell over
Yeah.
and sheared the metal clamp in half. And this is a part, I couldn't even get a little floor tom from my company because COVID stuff. Like, it's too hard to get it.
Oh damn.
I'm like, oh my God, this one clamp, it has a moving part this way, a moving one this way that has a square with a circle. Like, this is not a part at Guitar Center, This is something you got to order special. And
Yeah.
luckily I had some stuff at the garage, and when it happened, I was able to piece some things together. But things like that, just, you never know when they're going to happen. It's the one time I didn't bring all my hardware, and something like that breaks.
Yeah.
So all the money that I do make, it all goes back into my craft. It's expensive to be out living and playing cymbals. It cost me, one of my cymbals is listed at like $760.
Damn.
I think I get it around like $250 or something like that,
Nice.
maybe $300. So it does help,
Yeah.
because even selling a broken one for $100, I can at least get closer to buying a new one now.
Yeah.
And
you
now
go.
someone gets a cool souvenir.
That's always awesome. We can give back to fans. What do you? I'm assuming you like doing those shows way better than the acoustic. I mean, I get you get the home field tour, but you actually have the
it was
fun.
pretty chill on the acoustic tour.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome to wake up at like noon and go in and have a cider. Like, well, wait, I said that. But we are breweries, so
Hey.
the owners are there stoked. They want
Right.
us to have a good time. It's really like a family environment.
Yeah.
But definitely 100 people, it's very intimate. So having the bigger shows, it was a lot less and much more protocol, a lot less face-to-face time. Like, we weren't really supposed to shake hands with people. We weren't even really supposed to talk to the other bands because they didn't want us to get sick from someone else in another band.
Yeah.
If you just socially distanced. Now, if band A got sick, bands B and C weren't around them, so
playing. Yeah.
we don't have to quarantine. They do.
Yeah.
So those shows doesn't get shut down.
OSHA, yeah.
Go to OSHA.
I don't know where OSHA's at in Russia. That's what I always ask about. Saying OSHA approved. NOSHA. What was that?
How did your set list? How does that get decided? Like, what do you get to play for the like?
Dustin.
Dustin decides it all.
I mean, we weigh in and we try to create a flow. It tells
Yeah.
a story that I don't really know what the story is.
Especially with like now with the fourth album, you got even more songs to
we
pick
kind
from.
of
So it's like,
divvied it up about 4 or 5 from each album.
gotcha.
Tried to play all the butt rock hits like My Demons, but then try to
Yeah.
throw in fun ones like. Well, actually, we didn't play Telekinetic this time. That's one of my more favorite fun, like heavier
Yeah.
songs. But I don't know. Like the new album, it's a lot more genty in certain ways, but it still has the pop elements,
Yeah.
like every other album has had.
Right.
So I don't think it's really Starset has a big advantage in that. I think that they don't have to be so finite on like we're metal, but we can get heavy.
Right.
We have some songs that are real heavy in certain parts, but if my parents love it, it's a good artistic choice. And then we can get lovey-dovey and quiet and strings, cello, violin.
Right.
So we're a dynamic band anyway. So people kind of expect that theatrical heaviness because
Yeah.
and then the lights are crazy, the cryo shooting. You
Yeah.
know, so it kind of plays off of like it's telling a story musically, like a Broadway rock band. You know.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I can definitely agree. Because my favorite song off the album is "Disappear," which is like more of a chill vibe. Then the other one, I love "Breach," the Breach as well.
Breach,
So
yeah, we opened
so
with
it,
that one. Yeah,
just comes out hard.
that's a
I love
fun one to just like kick down the doors, man. Like
Started off
lay in
right.
the pocket and like you're like, oh my god, my heart's racing. I'm playing 106 beats a minute. This is really slow.
Yeah.
It's really fast. Wait, I'm talking to myself. So it's like 4 beats. This is great. So you know you're in that focus.
Do you have like a pregame you kind of do before each show?
I try to get there as late as I can,
Yeah.
so I don't puke before I go on stage. Been nerves.
Do you? You can still get nervous. I
Well,
was say,
yeah,
damn.
just excited.
Yeah.
You know,
Good roll.
just like the gags. All right. Do some push-ups. You're like, but no, I don't really have like a specific. I don't have to like warm up my voice or anything. I'm the one instrument that, if I did acoustic and the show, someone's like, you should get a warm-up drum set. I'm like, why do I want to set up 3 different drum sets every day? You know, I'm like the one guy who can't really practice except with a drum pad, keep my chops going. But I just like to see what I can do without it. You know, like people practice 1 day a week for football. They don't get hurt, maybe 2 days. I'm like, we're going to rehearse for 2 weeks and then going out, just going to see if I can throw it in. You know, I got one chance anyways.
Yeah.
So what's another couple 16th notes? It's not going to change if I drop a drumstick. So I try to put myself in that mindset. Try not to be reliant on things like Red Bull. Try to get past, you know, using the kinetic energy that I got to muster it up sometimes.
Right.
But it's about 20 songs we play.
That's good. Like I said, I was pretty upset I missed the show, but I'm sure you guys come back around.
We're gonna. I don't know, but they haven't announced exact dates. I know we're playing up in Michigan in July. The
Oh, okay.
festival called Upheaval with Breaking Ben. I
Nice.
think Disturbed is on the other day. Avatar. I just saw them last night at Kimba Live. I'm just gonna keep whoever's got more money is just gonna keep taking that name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Kimba.com.net// like it's just gonna change the most ridiculous names. The future's gonna be 1 2 3 we got your money.com. Just come on, just leave the name alone. Like why do you gotta do this to me?
Yeah. So are they doing? It's not even Rock on the Range anymore. What is it?
Sonic Temple.
Sonic Temple. Is it? They announced
I
anything
haven't
like
heard that.
You ever heard anything like there? Do you ever? Do you guys get heads up when that happens? They offer it. Do they come to you, or how's that work?
Yeah, so like if you see it online,
Yeah.
always remember to let me know, because then I'll know.
Like, hey, you're
that
gonna
a
be
show.
there.
I'll be like,
Oh,
we'll see
shit.
you there. I guess I'll have a show. You know, it happened yesterday. I didn't know the festival was announced, and my
Yeah.
buddy was with me at the show, talking about Avatar. We're all buddies with him. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know, the drummer from Stars. Like, oh yeah, Adam. He's like, yeah, well you should know because you're playing with him. I'm like, "You're playing with him? I'm here hanging out. He's like, no, in July. I'm like, there's a show. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. I guess there's a show in July now. So that, I mean, yeah, we get a heads up, but sometimes it happens in that way, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just hear someone get fined.
I did. There's something going around the internet right now about was it We Were Kids tour? Have you
Yeah.
saw that? It's
It's
like
just
a
the
whole bunch
1
of,
day
like,
thing.
Is that all?
It's
It's
just
just
one day in Vegas. That's what I'm hearing. It's just 1 day.
That's a shit ton of bands
It's
for
gonna be a
one
lot of
fucking
people
day.
slitting their wrists that day. Yeah, like My Chemical Romance. It's like all the high school bands. that I
Oh,
love.
jeez,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's
Avril
fucking
Lavigne.
MCR,
Yeah.
yeah, My Chemical Romance is like one of the headliners, and they're like the new Queen. You know, like everyone wants to see them because they're like once every 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, I remember those bands back in high school. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I listened to them all as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sing them all.
Still sing them. The shower whenever I want to.
but the thing is, it's impossible to see all those bands.
Oh yeah,
If that
especially
was
one
all
day.
in 1 day. You're, like,
Even
they probably had 4 stages at once going on.
was that? Yeah, I mean when Rock on the Range was going on, I mean you had to pick and choose which bands you were
they
excited, more
overlap
excited to
a
go
little
see.
bit.
Yeah,
Especially when they
Like
have the
that.
2 outside stages and the 1 inside.
yeah.
If it's just the one, was it just? I thought it was just they went to just the 1 and then the 1 on the inside, but I could be wrong.
It's been,
Yeah,
it's
when
been
you have
forever.
3 stages, it's like, which one do we go to? Now you
Yeah,
got options.
right.
Got to plan 2 hours ahead of which side you want to be on, so you can make sure you.
Make your
Oh,
way
actually. Oh yeah, because you get you ain't
That's another
moving
thing. If you
once
want to
you're
go
there.
close, you got to waste your time not watching this
Yeah.
band to stay and wait for this band to come on. I don't know why people go to concerts sometimes. It's a lot of work.
It is,
It's
yeah.
a job.
It
Keep
is.
coming to ours,
Everything
though.
has
Keep
to be
coming to
planned out.
You can come if you want. I would love if people come out to shows, but like, I wish I understood how people do it. I
half the time you see him just passed out drunk on the side. Anyways,
Maybe that's how they do it. Yeah.
wake up. I know this song.
You're like, I was here last week for country concerts. Yeah. Shit, it's a hangover. Oh, a hangover.
Oh man, I am loving all your videos you've been putting out, especially on drum abuse.
Trying to do a lot more. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. The one with you and Jacob, which I don't know what the hell he's doing. He could have came here.
I invited him. He's been working 9 days a week, man. 10 days a week.
Always working. Yeah.
He's always working. And it's funny because he'll get a day off. I'm like, so you want to do a video?
It's like, no, I don't.
Now's the time. We need to get obsessed again.
Yeah.
So we're working on getting some more content. I started this little side project with some friends called New Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't really come out like, hey, we're going to have a name.
Yeah.
But we wanted to put it out under a name. And I actually I found out that one of the radio stations that I'm really good friends with, I went to Sturgis with them. They're in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They played the song on the radio.
There you go. I just took it off YouTube and just
And then
put
I
it that way,
found,
huh?
well, I sent it to them to get their thoughts on it. Like, hey, let me know what you guys think. You know, kind of secret shopping a little bit. But they're like, we've been listening to it every day. Like, we're gonna put it on. We're gonna spin it. So I did a call in with them last week. They played it again. It sounded awesome.
Nice.
But I didn't expect that. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try to keep doing maybe 2 or 3 more songs with the New Sun thing. It's not meant to be like touring. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
just
want to tour
something
anymore than I
that's
have to. You know, I want to stay home as much as possible and have some chickens. At some
Yeah,
point,
chickens
I
in?
never thought I'd be this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to like a homestead. Like, I want to
Yeah.
have I want to be there with my dog and my family, and I have 2 nephews. I want to build some things. I want to get back in. You know, I want to have like a nice garage.
Yeah.
I haven't had those things mainly because of traveling. I saw it as a waste of money to have an apartment, especially
Right.
just sitting there. If I'm gone 7 months a year for 7 years in a row.
So what'd you do? Like when you're home
For a
off
while,
tour?
well, yeah, different girlfriends. You know, my one ex lived in another state, so I would just go stay down there, or my parents. If
Gotcha.
you know, I would crash there. We also have a lake house that I was socially distancing at.
There you
so
go.
That worked out well during COVID.
Yeah.
Is how I met my girlfriend Hannah. So, I do have an apartment now. Trying to get into a house, or at least renting one, so I can have a space for a studio. And
Right.
I do have my drums in my apartment, my electronic, my Roland kit.
Okay.
But that's like
It's not the same.
there's no noise.
Right.
But I can't even have like speakers for my TV, let alone my drum set. So I
Same
got to get
apartment.
out of that apartment so I can keep
Yeah.
creating and get into that environment. Because then we could even do like Zoom calls and stuff, and I could play while you guys are doing the interviews.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool. I'd
That
love
would
to
be-
do
that'd
stuff
be
like
dope.
that, and I just need the tools and the right environment to really get that going.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler's building a house. He could probably make it a
A
single
little studio in the basement.
That'd be sweet.
Do it. Build me one next. It's like oh, it's a tiny house. Okay. It's more like a man cave. He what is it? The she shed.
She should.
She
The she
shed.
shed. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely won that the battle between you and Jacob though. 'Cause he's not here. He can't. He can't.
He can't
defend
dispute
himself.
it.
So
Nice. Thank you. I'll tell him you said that. Yeah, we're working on a video right now where it's just one bass drum, and we're both setting across from each other. We're just trying to play
On the
split
same
parts
drum?
on the same bass drum, but me here and him here, snare, hi hat. But if the beat is dum dum ga dum dum, he would go dum ga dum, and I would
at
go
the same exact
dum
time.
ga dum. So dum dum. So it's split
Yeah,
part,
so
but we make one sound by playing 2 different parts.
That's insane. That'd be cool.
It's
Cool
like
shit.
a bass drum line and the doop 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 on the
Yeah.
marching band. Like the 4th bass drum, doop 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 doop. That guy never gets any satisfaction because it's like, like he never gets the downbeat. You know, like oh, right before it. So that's the fun part. Is like challenging. You can't complete the phrases the same way. Trying to act like we're one drum.
Yeah, I got you there.
So trying to
That'd
just be
sweet.
creative in that mindset.
I would love to be in the studio just watch you guys work. I mean, I think it'd be cool as shit just to see that as well as
Yeah, man, that'd be
recording.
cool. Maybe next time we do something over there. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. Hey, anytime. Well, can't say anytime. You gotta give me a heads up. Because like
The kids.
the kids. Hey Anna.
Hey, can you get me one, Hannah? Can you get me one, please? Sorry, I'm back.
Oh no, you're fine.
Hey, cool shirt, by the way. I appreciate
You like that shirt?
that,
I don't know.
Get
Drumabuse.com.
that drum beat. I didn't have to pay him for that. That's
It's a
awesome.
nice plug.
Cool, thank you.
Seen that? Oh yeah, because you had the Dublin. What was it? I
Dublin
can't say it right.
Taiko.
That's what it
Taiko.
was.
T-A-I.
Taiko.
Taiko.
Gotcha. Which is pretty sweet. Have the kids as well. To
Yeah,
do it as well
that was
with you.
such a cool experience. I hope I can. I'm trying to do another one. I'm gonna try to talk to Suzanne again.
Yeah.
I want to double the amount of drums. I want to do 30 drums.
So is that just one school, or is that the entire thing?
It's
like a club.
multiple ages. That group was a little bit of an older group, just for performance sake. There are 6th to 12th grade kids.
Okay.
but at 6th grade, you got a lot of learning to do.
Yeah, right.
So I want to involve more students though, but there's just time and place. We didn't have a lot of rehearsal time.
Yeah.
So I just needed to make sure they could all do it. So
Right.
if I can do it again, I'll have a little bit more time to actually.
Balls.
Put more dedications to rehearsals with them.
Oh, okay.
And going and helping them learn and be a little more involved. Whereas last time with COVID stuff, it was hard enough just to rent a building. And actually, I shot it right down the road here, right 3 buildings down at the Civic Center.
Okay.
You could hear it all the way up and down. All the way. It was 15 drums.
Yeah.
Actually, I think maybe it was 17, but massive amount of drums. This little Civic silver, like just an art building. Like the stage is only like this tall.
Yeah.
And all those kids, the coolest part, they're not drummers by trade. Like one chick is a violist, someone else played a trombone, but they studied something like taiko.
Yeah.
And my one question, which is why it inspires me so much, because things like spider painting, being in a space band, like
Right.
it's like, what's that? Kind of inspiring questions. So I was like, if they're gonna do taiko, something like that, who's going pro in taiko? Why
Yeah.
do they want to do this? This is crazy.
Right.
It's awesome. So it inspired me to be able to look at like what I do in a new way as well, and then give them that special, like, I just want to give kids something cool to look forward to. So when they move forward, they have those memories. Be like, if I can do that, I can do anything I set my mind to.
Right. That's pretty sweet, man. Their outfits look like Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna lie, that's pretty dope with that.
And in each color, each different outfit, they all represent different levels.
Oh, okay.
So the purple, those are the best
Gotcha.
students actually.
That's badass.
The orange and purple ones,
Yeah.
I almost wore one. But
Why didn't you?
I did the wristbands though.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have one to fit me. I'm too jacked.
It might have looked good.
Couldn't get it out. I didn't notice you dyed your hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
How's
That'd
that?
be my color.
That-
I didn't know it was gonna go this dark. Just this morning, it was like Guy Fieri silver.
I just last time
And
I
now
saw
it is,
was like blonde.
midnight blue. Yeah, midnight blue with a tinge of werewolf mucus. Yeah, it's pretty dark. But thank you. I hope you like it.
No, it's good.
Something weird. Something to really make me feel self-conscious about myself. Why are you looking at me? Your hair is. Oh,
Don't worry.
forgot.
You're the drummer. You're in the back. You don't gotta worry about it.
hey man. That's what I got to dye my hair blue.
Look at me.
It's like waving my sticks around.
Right.
Who's the guy? Who's the cheerleader?
I'm here too.
Blue hair. Great.
Oh man, that's funny. You guys got anything more?
Your thoughts on
wish
the
it-
on the Super Bowl halftime show?
The election? I don't know. What is it? Who is it?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, is it the big crazy? Go
Snoop
ahead, Tom.
Dogg and who else?
Snoop Dogg,
Eminem,
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
I did hear about that. I think it's gonna be sick. I can't wait. I don't know.
what
Like
your
I'm
musical
looking forward to
taste is
that
like
versus
for
the
it.
game, sports
Oh,
game. What
yeah,
game is
yeah.
it? Who's going?
I don't even know.
Oh, we don't even know yet. That's right. Oh, Cowboys might go though, right?
No.
They lost.
Just lost.
I don't.
They lost on a pretty sweet play at the end there. That's cool.
Dude.
Let's run the ball with 10
It
seconds.
shows
left.
you how much I'm
That's a
up
touchdown.
on my sports fanatics.
What do you like? What? Okay, so let's talk about that. What besides drumming? I guess when you're on your time, what do you like to do? And I guess ride your bike.
Yeah, it's kind of cold to
Motorcycle.
ride right now.
Not if your balls are big enough.
It's true.
Mine are not.
I don't have a Kawasaki. Okay.
Some people are.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying before, but I don't have the balls or either. But,
No, I don't either.
I don't know. I like to do. I do like when I'm really just chilling, like splatter paint.
Yeah.
I like to play the didgeridoo, just because it centers me. It was a focus on an instrument that I had no real like
Yeah.
teachers, kind of like taiko. Like I had to find my own way to learn how to do it, and in 7 days taught myself to circular breathe. Got as far as making it out of PVC pipe. I've made 2 or 3 of them. They look like the back of like a toilet, but like a saxophone.
Okay.
So I just sit at Home Depot on the floor, just
Cool.
piecing them together. I buy some glue, make marks with Sharpie so I know where they line up, and then
But your neighbors must fucking hate you. I'm not gonna lie.
that's a whole one-man band. Who's that guy? Yeah, Xavier Rudd, is that his name? He plays
Yeah.
didge and drums and stuff. He has like 6
Oh, it's like
didgeridoos.
five.
I like to hang out with podcast guys.
There, yeah. Give us a call
I
anytime.
play a lot of video games. Me and Hannah like to play some golf.
What do you play?
I don't play a lot of video games actually, but we've been playing this awesome game we already beat it called It Takes Two. It's like Crash Bandicoot,
Yep.
but like the player game,
See this,
the
by the way?
platform game.
On the new shit?
Right on. Oh my God. Well, we 100%ed 1, 2, and 3. So
Did you play a new one?
yeah, we're
Four?
50%. Now we got to do the inverse levels. So we were like, what is this?
Oh yeah. It's pain. It's just
She's
like
way
the
better
old
than I
ones.
am at that game. But I'm really good at golf. Tony Hawk, the old school 1 and 2. I bought that again.
Like,
Oh, I did too.
I'm a
You
button
play
masher,
PlayStation
though.
or Xbox?
We got a PS4. Funny story about that. I finally caved in. I like Xbox too. I have a lot of friends who have both, so I would play Xbox all the time. But like if I'm playing Halo, I'm the guy that's like looking at the ceiling when I'm running, and then like I can't shoot anybody, but I kill all my own people because I'm just like I can't do the two things. It's surprising. I'm sick at Guitar Hero. Terrible with the drums. Also, I can't do the right joystick to like C. Like I'll go up and I'll look down, you know, and then I'm shooting at the ground all of a sudden. So I don't play a lot of games like that. But I'm a button masher, so like I can get. I think what was our score on Tony Hawk? That one I got like a 35 million point score on one trick or something. I swear to God, like it's like a 35. It's like a 35 trick combo without cheats.
Just keep on manual.
I didn't even have like all special or like perfect balance or anything like.
Yeah.
Maybe I did. Maybe that's. But I don't know. I like to button mash and with anxiety. You know, I like to play games that just make me feel good.
Yeah.
I don't really like to play shooting games. You know?
So with Guitar Hero, has that actually helped you? You think learning how to drum?
Well, I mean, when you're strumming up and down and 1, 2, 3, 4, that's more of a percussive thing in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's no sounds coming.
Right.
Like on South Park, my favorite song.
Right.
One of the best episodes.
Yeah, rhythmically, if you're just downstroking,
Yeah.
kind of like playing drums. Like
Guitar Queero.
yeah. Hey, Star Sits on Rock Band.
No
I
shit.
didn't know that for like 2 years.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know until now.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Those things are hard to find
Like
now.
16 or 17 it came out.
No shit.
I think it's by Demons.
Yeah, I know that it's actually really hard to find any of those guitars or the drum set. I know I had the drum set at one point, but I think broke easy like 3 days in.
Yeah. I never got much into the Rock Band. Just Guitar
That's
Hero.
Guitar Hero.
I
got Guitar Hero.
79%ed and failed on Expert through the Fire and Flames Dragon Force. The hardest song that there is. I
Oh
got
my
79. I got through the solo.
Oh.
I mean, button mashing again. I'm like, so like
That song's
getting through it.
incredible.
I did it over and over and over and over, and then I got to this one weird part, and it was like that. My wrist just. There's like 3,000 something notes in that song.
Yeah.
And most songs on average are like 500. So 6 times the amount of notes, I broke.
Did you see
Did you
that
say
one
he's on
kid that
Rock-
hurt himself
Rock
playing
Band or
that was on
Guitar Hero? He was like literally
But did
trying
you-
to break a
your song
record. He
was
started
on
crying.
Rock
Like he like
So how
hurts.
do you play? How do you play? Your
I've
part of
never
Rock
played
Band?
it on there. I'm terrible at Rock
You need
Band
to do it.
drums.
That's next time.
It's not drumming.
We need to find.
Just like guitar isn't guitar, you know?
Yeah.
Get on eBay.
My kid had a drum set at one point, and he was 4 years old, and we got rid of that. It was like, I'm sorry, but I can only take so much
Yeah.
of my kid doing
Yeah,
that.
see, I'm in a rock
But-
band, so all those other noises, like I already
Right.
do that enough. You know?
But I was trying to find it. He still had it, and how to have you try to play on it.
I would
See if you
try.
could.
I would definitely. That'd be
He
fun.
texted all of us. He was like, somebody have one of those little kids' drum sets? We're like, are you kidding? Like, that is the last thing I would buy my kid right now.
I just got one for my nephew, actually.
Nice.
He loves it. One nephew's 2.5. Nolan is a little over 1. And he was walking by like 9 or 10 months, so he's
Yeah.
like this big ball of love.
Yeah.
And he'll like sing, put the whole microphone in his mouth, like, oh, I'm like, what is this? Yes, the whole band is already starting, you know?
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Is
Cause,
it your sister or your?
yeah, my sister, yeah.
She hates you for that.
No, they wanted it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay. Good for
they're
them.
all about. I got them a recorder, a guitar, a drum set,
Recorder.
all the things that annoy my sister now. You know, like yes, as much as I
brother
can.
does to me.
And they're like, every morning Nolan wakes up and plays a recorder, and he's 1. I'm like, that's pretty cool. You know, just getting something in someone's hands, except for a fidget spinner. Let them fidget with something that's like, gonna. Fidget
Yeah.
spinners are for a certain time.
Right.
Let them develop craft side of their brain, that
Yeah.
creative side. Don't just give them someone to waste their time. You know, even though he's not going to be a pro recorder player, I promise you. maybe, but at least it's giving him something to grow his brain in a more organic, in a like a fun, quick way.
Right.
You know, my sister's actually a teacher, so she's every day they're with a teacher. That's pretty awesome. She's a great mom. She's a great teacher. Noah, the older one, he watches all my videos all the time. Unky,
Yeah.
he calls me Unky. He's like, Unky video. And they'll put on this one video for Starset Leaving This World Behind.
Mm-hmm.
I do this part where I like hit my hands like that and come back in. And he'll sit there and he'll click his sticks.
Do the
and
same
he'll go
thing.
like this and hit on beat. Like, it won't be like not the drum beat,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he'll cross his arms and stuff. And he's like headbanging. And it's pretty cool to see
Little
the
protege.
cognitive response of that. Like, that's what drumming, like, if you can count to 4, you can play a drum.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like Neil Peart, but you can get. I could teach anyone to play a beat in an hour. if you just stop thinking about everything you know. And that's the challenge about older kids and older. Like, I was 25 right before Starset. I was teaching back then, just Craigslist ads, random students I would teach at some of these schools, and then they would come for private lessons too. And the hardest people to teach were like the 35-year-old dudes, because they think, oh, I'm in a church band, I can do this. I'm like, do you want my help or not? Because if you can do that, then I'll help you, but you're not playing it right, you know? And you could do it way easier and way better if you did it this way. And so being able to let go of what you know, those experiences, after a certain brain level, like, they're solidified. It's hard to change those habits. And that's why I always say the younger the better. Yep. Create that wisdom at a younger age. Don't let them be 90 getting more experiences. You know, let's make smart kids younger so our education we can be the leaders again. Otherwise, we're just going to fidget spin. And now kids who, it's like, why wait till 18 to decide what you're going to do in college? Because colleges want you to go for 5 or 6 or 8 years, not 4.
Right.
So as much time as it takes you to wait. Well, what if someone was great in 8th grade? Give them that chance then. Yeah. And now it's like, seems like 21-year-old kids are barely able to even brown taco meat. Yeah. They can't even cook without DoorDash. So, or what is the one? Wait. No, sorry, not DoorDash. We use that all the time. What's the one where you make the food?
HelloFresh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I gotcha.
But
I can't cook.
I mean, you didn't even go to the market to get the ingredients. You're
shows
reading.
up at your door.
I don't know. It just seemed like the easiest way to just survive.
When
not
you got
thrive.
4 kids here,
I get that.
My kids love ramen noodles.
it's so easy.
So do I. Because I'm in a rock band. You know,
Ramen
Bro,
noodles and macaroni
I just
and
mean,
cheese cups.
if you like to cook a little bit, don't just go and challenge yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Why?
Where's the best food you've been to?
Like DoorDash wise?
No, I mean like. I mean, if they have DoorDash.
Hannah's actually one of the best cooks that I know. She's a great chef.
Marry her. She's better marry her.
I'm working on it. Trying to see if I can keep her around for a little longer. Let's see. I mean, it's always fun to walk around in other countries. Like in Germany, they have these things called, I'll probably pronounce it wrong, donor boxes or donair boxes. There's little boxes with fries and like meat.
Yeah. Like
you can get different kinds of sandwiches like pitas and stuff, like gyros. So they're shaving the lamb off the lamb that's like rotating on the stick. That's always fun to do. Italy has probably the best food. Especially places like Bologna. We went there. I probably put on like 15 pounds of bread and wine. Hey, restaurant.
Right?
Is it Jim Gaffigan who has a joke? He's like, hey, when you go on vacation, really all you do is go and eat. You're like, you wake up, you're like, I was thinking about while we eat breakfast, what are we going to do for lunch? Maybe on the way to dinner we can stop for an appetizer over here, and then afterwards we can get some dessert. You're like, everything about vacation is eating. And that eventually on tour, that's kind of what it becomes. She's doing merch, so she's on a whole different, really like a schedule than I am. So it's like, eat when she can. I'm just trying not to eat the pizza that we have every day. Like, Old Strong, man. Right. Just Little Caesars. Man, it looks good. So you got to kind of eat when you can. You know, ordering DoorDash is kind of a necessary beast at this point, especially touring. You don't know where to go. You don't always have the chance to walk around. Things close down too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Nice restaurants are closed at 10. Well, we play from 9 to 11. How am I going to go to my favorite restaurant, Zombie Burger in Des Moines, Iowa, unless I order it beforehand? You know? So it kind of teaches you, again, that self-awareness. Like, you got to fend for yourself a little more. It's not that easy as just sitting on your couch waiting for everything to come to you.
Well, I mean, unless you're on DoorDash.
I'm working on a DoorDash sponsor, so.
You been doing those commercials like on TV with Elton John and who's the?
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my god! Yeah, I'll take a payment. They probably got paid a lot of money for that commercial.
You and Jacob.
There you go.
Perfect.
75-25. He wasn't here for the idea.
He didn't get to negotiate.
Just handed that.
Oh man. Circling back to video games real quick though. I've always said this, and you're on the what was it on the Transmissions album? You had a deluxe album. There was like the synchronization of My Demons, was like a remix. I've always said that needs to be on Rocket League. That sounds like exactly like it would be on there.
Yeah, Rocket League is a game I play as well. Heck yes.
There you go.
I might have told you guys this story last time when we did a tour, and it was the not Divisions. It was a Vessels tour. We had a DJ out with us called Grabbits.
Yeah.
And him and his buddy, his photographer guy, knew the guys who made Rocket League. So when we played in LA,
oh shit,
they came out with them. They had to leave to go do something because they were from LA. All the Rocket League guys stayed on our bus and we played Rocket League with them.
That's
One dude was badass. He flying, hitting the ball like upside down, hitting it again, dribbling it just for fun to make fun of you. Other guy sucked. like I was way better than this other guy. I was like, I'm doing okay in life, you know. Rocket League stuff.
I can't fly.
Yeah, that's
I get everything. I'm pretty good at it.
It's
but
finding
flying-
that you got to pull back just a little bit. You have to have a lot of boost all the time.
Yeah.
If you play always boost, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Because you always can fly. But it's finding that sweet spot of pushing back right when you jump.
Yeah.
And it pushes your front up, and then you boost it, and it takes you up, and you push down, let go, boost again.
Oh.
So
Okay,
you got
that
to
makes
use a
more
little bit of
sense.
the joystick back, and that'll
Cheat
pop up
CC
your
with
front end.
Adam Gilbert.
Yeah, right.
Starting a Twitch right now. I should start a Twitch actually. It's like I don't care if I suck. Beat me. I'm betting against myself. You know, like I'm losing this game. Throwing the game.
I've seen those videos of guys like I think he's playing like a Guitar Hero or maybe drum set, but he's
Matt
playing like
Horn.
Halo or some shit.
Matt Horn.
Might have been.
When he puts all the backgrounds in the back, like the Zoom.
Yeah.
He'd be on the beach and he's just
Right.
playing a beat. And he's on the beach, but it's his room. Well, that guy, maybe it wasn't him, but I know he does stuff like that. Matt Horn's his name.
That's insane. I'm not that good at video games. I play all the time. I love video games. Just not that good.
It used to be.
It used to be back in my
And
day.
kids, and
then I
then
have
we kinda
kids and
went
a
down
job, and I don't have to play as much.
Life.
Right? Oh, my 14-year-old. Oh, so they had a snow day. No, I started work Monday. So I started work. I was up at 6 a.m. Got home. Started to shovel the driveway. Had to do all the dishes. Like do all these chores. Go downstairs. She's just been playing all day. The entire time. I'm like, must be nice, man. Must be nice. Not doing anything.
Act like you didn't do that as a kid, though.
I miss that life.
Act like you didn't do that.
I miss
I
that.
did that.
Where the parents are, get your ass up and do
I
something.
did not.
Go shovel the driveway.
Sleep till noon in the summer, and all of a sudden you're like, where did summer go?
Oh, noon was
Yeah,
early.
that.
Noon used to be early for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it's only noon. Oh,
Yeah.
actually.
Her sister will
goes
come
up to
down. She
5.
goes to OU right now, but she'll come down from Bell Fountain.
Yeah.
And I'm like going to the gym, trying to make lunch all quiet. I'm like, all right, Whitney, it's 1 o'clock. You got to get out. The dog has been laying on your head for an hour now. And you haven't even moved. Like,
Dog needs to go up and go outside.
must be terrible to be 20 again.
Oh, I know, right? Our old asses just turned 33 last week. You said 34.
Yeah.
That was off air.
That was
Yeah, I'm 34.
I can edit it out.
Sagittarius, baby.
21. I said
I've been coming here since I was 21. That's when I first started drinking.
before.
Right, like 2 years ago when I turned 21. Started coming here. The memorial outside wasn't even built.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you're OG from Hilliard. So I just moved here 7 years ago.
Like Cantina was what was like a little quickie mart. Had like
Really?
Sunrise, like a gas station quickie
Yeah.
mart thing.
I didn't know that.
And they sold that out and made it into Cantina and a bank.
That's right. It is big now. There's like a smoke shop over there now. There's
A
this
hookah.
whole area has just been blown up and
Yeah.
getting better. But now, I mean, obviously the Station Bar and Venue. Go check that out.
It's
If
cool.
you're in
'cause,
town.
way back in the day, they did keep the Red Man sign. So that sign up there is like from the original club. That
Oh, really?
owned this. It's like a fraternal order kind of thing. And for a long time, the old owner, Steve, he's a really cool dude. He wasn't able to buy the building because they wouldn't sell him upstairs. So this side door that you guys
Yeah.
come in the one door and you just go straight up the stairs.
Yeah.
There's another door you can turn left. That door you can turn left was never there, but there was a second door on the outside that you can go into the bar or come upstairs. So it was like a separate building. You know, it was upstairs, but
yeah.
you
Right.
couldn't get up here unless you came in the outside door. No one was ever allowed up here. Except it was one night we came up, there's like a pool table right here. It was all dusty, like no one had touched it in years. Like
Yeah.
kind of that old cigar mustiness. It's like boys club kind of
Yeah.
hanging out. And then Steve wanted to, like, basically he bought the flower shop next door. This is 2008 or 9. In my old band, we were like really good friends. We were here 5 days a week at least, and we were like, let's help you. We want to remodel with you. You know, we'll help you knock down the walls and stuff. He's like,
Yeah.
well, these load-bearing beams, you got to get. Hilliard's tough, man. They don't like bars, first of all. And a lot of stuff went down because this is the latest open bar, so a lot of fights would happen here. But it's like they started there.
Yeah.
They closed it and they come here. Don't blame it on them. Like this is just the coolest place everyone ends up at.
Yeah.
And so we were trying to get him to remodel it, and he couldn't get the permits. Finally, was able to buy up here. Now they've redone everything up here, so it's kind of cool to be able to see it come full circle.
Yeah.
Used to have a bunch of old stuff in the basement next door, and he said, "I bought this building. I need to get all this crap out of here. Go take whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. So I just went down and grabbed the 2 ugliest lamps I could find. I still have them in one of my rooms at my parents' house. It's old flower vases. One of them's big and like fat, you know, like nasty pink and like yellow flowers. The other one's a little more square. And I was like, these are ugly. I'm taking these for our practice space. This is great. They were awesome. Put some amber and red bulbs in them.
Yeah.
And a couple weeks later, I actually saw that there was price tags hanging off of them. The one lamp was worth $150. The other one was worth $250. So I pulled $400 out of the pile of trash in the basement. I still,
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to sell these. These are priceless, man.
Yeah.
Keep these forever.
Oh, gems. I mean,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about your drum plays, your playthroughs you've been doing too. I've actually posted on Reddit. I was going to letting people know.
Oh, you're
There's
a
a whole
Reddit
there's a
guy,
whole
huh?
yes and no. Not like I'm not like
I've
fully
barely
into it,
dabbled in it.
but
Yeah.
like there's a whole Starset Reddit thing, right? So I asked them what questions would some people would like. A couple of them came across was
Oh, yeah? Okay.
we'll go do this real quick.
Let me get my drink first.
No, you're fine. Said we do more playthroughs, which obviously you said you do, but could it be cool to have like Brock or Ron jumping in on that as well? They ever want to do anything like that?
I mentioned it to Brock. Ron and Dustin are like the business guys,
Yeah.
so they're pretty brand like it's their baby.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
I'm committed to it, but I don't get a lot of the cut, so I need to figure out other ways. And I just love music. I want to be creative. So maybe Brock, we might do something. I was thinking about maybe asking our violin and cellist to do the
Gotcha.
drum and strings,
Right.
because that'd be wicked.
That'd be cool shit.
And they're the most amazing string players together and individually, but
Yeah.
do something shredding fast. You know, like old like Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Like what is it? Flight of the Bumblebee, but like Iron Maiden style.
There you go. That'd be sweet.
It's a great idea.
There you go.
Write that
Write it
down.
down. Yep. Edit it. I know another one is because I didn't know this as well. Is when it comes to you didn't record the tracks on the album.
No.
So is that makes
It's a collective. There could be 40 people that work on a song.
Yeah.
The
that's
last
what kinda
the
makes
last
more sense.
album, Kelly Clarkson's drummer played some of the songs.
Okay.
Another guy who's a sick drummer. He's awesome. His name's Isaiah Perez. I actually was able to meet him in Nashville on the last tour.
Nice.
So it's cool to see some of these people that are doing such great work. Luke Holland did the album before that.
Yeah.
Joe Rickard is another guy who was in the band Red and In Flames for a little bit.
Gotcha.
Another Guitar Hero band. Take the sled. He was in Flames for a little bit, and he's doing awesome things with music. Starset, a bunch of bands. He's doing a lot of stuff. So it would be good to be able to, lend my skills, but at the same time, if we're in the middle of Russia and they're writing a song and the album needs to be done in 2 weeks, like, come on, like some
It's only
guy in
so
the
much you
studios
do.
clearly could do it on a computer, like, and I don't know what is real and what's fake. With that being said, they do everything real, like, but you can create everything on a computer. Mm-hmm. You can be Lil Xanny before you know it in your basement, and you're just out there. But
Right.
they want that organic side with the bigness of like the Hans Zimmer, Pirates of the Caribbean of space.
Right.
So, trying to keep the organicness by having people like Kelly Clarkson's drummer. I can't remember his name right now. I feel bad.
I can
Anyways,
tell you
but like getting him and Isaiah like to put their style on it, it evolves me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can evolve now because I can play something I never would have thought of.
Yeah.
But sometimes it makes me nervous because I'm like, man, I hope I can play everything that goes
They're
down,
coming
and I
up with it.
can. But I also ask people the question when they find that out. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't play like that? I hope that doesn't affect people's thought about it,
Right.
because if you think about your favorite song,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times that guy who recorded it or girl or whatever,
Yeah.
if you can do it 100 times to get it perfect, I got one chance for one song 33 times. That's all. So I only got 33 chances to perform it
Right.
total. I don't get to start over if I mess it up. So really, if you come and see me live and you're like, dude, was that the album? Like that was
Yeah.
pretty good. And I have a lot of, I take a lot of care in what I do. I
Right.
want to make sure that my stick flips, I don't do that because I want to be flashy. I'm trying to show control of my instrument. So if I'm dropping sticks, that's one thing. But if I'm sucking at the parts, I don't flip sticks. I look like an idiot now.
Yeah.
Well, and I value learning that from my old drum teacher. We couldn't get this drum roll. It was like, dum dum dum. It's easy, but we were like hyping it up, like, and he's like, take the stick flip out. That's what it was. We were trying to hype to get to the stick flip at the end. He's like, take it out. Roll was perfect. Put it back in. Take the stick flip out. He's like, guys, tomorrow is state finals. We're not going to put the stick flip in. So we practiced and practiced because we wanted that stick flip.
Yeah.
So it just shows control, and I never pass up the music just to be able to flip my stick.
Right.
That comes more with experience of the song. In fact, it helps me not overplay. I want to be like a Xerox copy of the songs for Starset. So if someone doesn't know, which again, who cares what I
Right.
record?
Right.
That's just one time. I got to do it as best as I can tomorrow and Wednesday and Friday and Monday and Tuesday for 33 days or forever, however long. We played My Demons at every single show. It's never going to be the same, but that's my challenge. Is like, how can I keep it so
Yeah.
it's always better for someone?
Right. I mean, yeah, because obviously Starset's way bigger than just 4 of you guys too. I mean, with the you
7
said the
people now. We have a
7,
DJ now too, an
DJ's
audio
part-
specialist, DJ CJ Corey. He doesn't like DJ CJ either. He plays guitar, plays synths.
Okay.
I mean, he's a super talented guy. He runs all
Yeah.
the tracks. One show, he actually was rocking out, and he has like the drum pad here, a laptop drum pad, and another drum pad that does some like knobs and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like rocking out like this, and his knuckle hit the actual trigger pad to change the song.
Oh shit.
So right in the middle of, I think it was Echo or Infected, it just goes into Ricochet. So it's like, Infected. I'm like, oh my God, like, what do we do? I'm like, stop the track. He hits it, and we just kind of go until we can't go. Another time it happened, his whole thing just fell off.
Oh shit.
It just like rattled off the stand.
Yeah.
All the tracks stopped, so no metronome. I could hear the guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
So we just played, I think like 2/3 of the song without anything. We just played it like.
Yeah.
You better stick with the drums, because if you don't, you're gonna sound bad. Because this is what we're doing now. Like, you don't want to stop sometimes, and especially when a computer is so important to your show. That's where the organic side. We better have all the experience, like we were talking about, because all of a sudden something goes wrong.
You gotta
It
be
takes you
good.
right out of your element, and it's just so easy to just have those little things affect you in a big way. So, I don't know. The more experience you have by practicing, it doesn't always prepare you for a computer to shut off.
Right.
And that happened. We set up a bunch of smoke alarms. She was up front of it. It's like one day, 15 times it went off at one venue because of our haze and cryo
Yeah.
and all that. Probably 10 or 12 shows we set up a fire alarm. So now you got a light blinking over here. You got they hear like
Fire truck
randomly. So you're like, what was that? You know. So just it's fun, but it's like different office, same job.
Yeah. This is like what else has happened like that you've had to on the fly start like come up with? It's like, so I guess when I say when you're playing, and I notice you have an earpiece in. Is that like, are you listening to the track as well?
In-ears. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Or you're hearing yourself?
Both.
Okay.
I hear everything.
Sound like my mother.
He's got a little sweaty. He's like,
It's like what is it about? What a girl, or what women want.
Yeah.
He shocks himself and he just knows he can just hear everything. I'm like, yeah, right. I wouldn't want that skill.
I think there's another one now. It's what men want. It's
What men think they want.
right. Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I've had times. So like your question, kind of like
That's one of my questions.
what did I have to like overcome, kind of like in the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
One of the shows on tour, my in-ear pack. Normally it's just a wireless pack with batteries, so like the batteries could die.
Yeah.
And I don't have a drum tech sitting right there, so I keep spare batteries just in case. Little things like that. But we do have someone it's her job to do that and make sure. So every day, brand new batteries. You're not gonna.
just in
It's
case.
not gonna be the batteries that's making it bad.
Yeah.
I've had packs fall off and headphones jack comes out. Recently, I have this big box that all of my lines from my microphones. It comes off the left side and the right side, and it all comes to one box. There's like 16 plugs, and that one box has a line that goes out to the computer. So it's not 16 lines running across the stage. It all just stays right where it's at.
Yeah.
But the box didn't get full power. Therefore, my ears, I have a drum pad over here that, luckily, some of the songs, it's programmed to have a metronome going with it.
Yeah.
So I think it was Where the Skies End. It's like 148 beats a minute. So it's a pretty fast song, you know? And I'm playing, and all of a sudden my ears just go, and it's just silent. And I'm like, what the and then it comes back on. I'm like, oh God. At this point, I'm hardwired because I'm sitting right by the LED wall. I was like, I don't want the wireless anymore. I need a direct signal so I don't lose my, I can't, I'm the one person who needs the metronome out of anyone.
Yeah.
I can't afford to lose. These signals are dropping for like 8 beats. Imagine not hearing for that much time and then you come back in, you're late, you're early. You know, it's just fickle. So
Yeah.
I finally got my in-ear pack to be hardline, and it's not plugged in all the way.
Yeah.
So it happened again. I think it's because how I was moving around, one of the legs was hitting it, and it knocked the thing out. And I had to call for my drum tech dude to actually come over. I had to watch the blinking light for almost the whole song. That was my metronome. Was seeing a red dot.
Red dot.
Just count.
And I'm looking around. They're kind of looking at me because they can tell like something's up. You're not like spot on the metronome. I'm like, I'm throwing drumsticks, getting people's attention. I almost hit someone in the face one show. I went to throw it, and they were all just standing right up, like the stage dropped down, and it was like right through their faces. I'm like, this is a big deal though. His computer fell out. You know, sorry, go get him. So stuff like that happens where I can't fix it. It's underneath the drum riser, 3 feet down. I'm playing a rock song. So yeah, I don't know, those challenges. It definitely keeps you.
On your
Like,
toes.
I obviously remember it, so it was a pretty big deal. But that's happened multiple times where I had to watch like a blink on our emulator board, or they're rocking out, so I'm just following them until I can get to a point that I can stop and plug something back in.
Yeah.
So that's with the organic side. It's scary when you have so much computer driving the force, because then organics can easily
Yeah. Cut out.
you know it's organic when it's organic, kind of thing.
Damn.
Especially with string and a cello, like violin and cello, like that's very vulnerable in the mix. Sometimes when the computer goes down, they just play solos. It's perfect.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't no computer, you know.
Don't worry
Just
about
got
it,
your
yeah.
strings. So there's benefits to both electronic and organic.
Yeah. You guys fight over solos? Like, hey, do I ever get a solo?
I've done 2 drum solos in 8 years, and it's only because the computer went down for 15 minutes.
Damn. get you some more, Dustin. Get him some more some solos
So
on
I'm
me.
just doing stuff for content. Just I clearly could write songs. I just want to have fun with it though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose any more sleep over it. Just want to do things that people like, and I'm definitely taking suggestions for cover songs. I'm gonna try to write some stuff with other musicians and other bands. I just have a lot of cool friends
Yeah.
all around the world, and it's been kind of cool actually to be off. It sucks to not see everyone in COVID, but I get time to kind of revamp my life,
Yeah.
and I still reach out to everyone online, and that's the cool thing about having electronics. I can write a song with a dude in Germany now. And
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be here.
Just send it over to you.
And just get the best thing that we can and mash up a video, and
Make it happen.
you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just got to, how can you recreate something a million times?
Right.
without getting old.
Yeah. I mean, you know any Kanye? Use some Kanye songs.
Nah.
Old Kanye.
Old Kanye. Not new.
No. Kanye, yeah. No, I'm not. Maybe. We're actually thinking about doing a Post Malone song. It's pretty cool.
Really? Well, I like the memory song even Jacob did. That was like Kane.
Kane Brown,
What's his name?
and
Kane Brown,
Black
yeah.
Bear, I think.
That was pretty sweet. I'll start thinking some tough ones to give you and see if you can. You should have some kind of challenge in that.
Easy.
Phil Collins, got to redo it.
I was actually thinking about doing a drum cover for that song.
Really?
But 2.5 minutes would just be me sitting there, like stretching my wrists, tuning the drums, because there's no drums until. So that would be like the worst cover video. And then it just cuts right then. That's it. So wait 2.5 minutes to get to that one fill. Be like, thanks, check it out, subscribe, and like. And see you next time.
It
Next
might
video.
actually be good.
Or like, there was a very super funny skit. It was like 12 years ago. It was Max Weinberg on Conan O'Brien. Max Weinberg and the Weinberg Seven. His son plays for Slipknot now. Jay
No
Weinberg.
shit. Really?
So and he's Bruce Springsteen's drummer. Max Weinberg is. So they did all Bruce Springsteen songs on an album, greatest hits, only drums. So Born in the USA, Max Weinberg's on the stage. And there's no other music, so you wouldn't know unless it said it. It's like, this one. It's like, that's my favorite song, but it doesn't sound like the song.
Yeah.
So that would be actually pretty funny to kind of bring some of those ideas back. It kind of, I don't want to take myself too seriously.
Yeah.
Starset's a pretty serious brand, but I also just want to keep myself elevating my level and
Yeah.
bring cool, quirky things to the table.
That's understandable. Never want to keep things boring.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'll play an instrument. I'm not very good at it, but I'll be in the video.
That's why it's practice. Gotta always practice.
I would say the 10-month-old got like a xylophone. I could play Hot Cross Buns on it.
Nice.
No big
that was my
deal.
least favorite instrument in band. Because it's percussive, but it's not really. It's like
Yeah.
the lying percussive instrument. It's like, "Nah, we don't know where else to put this thing. Like, just give it to the drummers. Oh, okay, fine. Give it to us.
Jerks.
And everyone has to learn how to play that. Half the drummers quit when they're young because they don't want to play the bells or the xylophone.
They make you play that?
Mm-hmm. You have to buy one.
That's even worse. Buy some. I don't
Go
even
down to Colonial Music, get a drum pad and a xylophone kit. I was lucky that I started lessons when I did because that was 4th grade. So by 5th and 6th grade, I was the one that was always on the gold snare drum.
Yeah.
I already knew all the rudiments. You know, I already knew how to tie my shoes. I could already start training for the marathon. Some kids didn't get the chance to tie their shoes till 5th grade, so I was already beating them in the race.
There you go.
You seen the Oculus? You know the Oculus?
We used one the other day, yeah.
Have you tried Beat Saber?
Yeah. I did that on, I think it was on tour. I did that pretty good at it. I don't want to be good at it. I know I'd be like getting in my room like multiple score, you know, like 1,000,000 points. Like, dang it, I don't want to be good at it, you know, like
just sweating.
Maybe in a couple years when it's not so popular as
like Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, I never got into that, but I had a lot of friends who'd go down to like Dave and Buster's over here out 270.
Yeah.
Get into DDR.
You
can have them at home, right? You can buy the little mats at home.
I've actually got a question. Have you ever been injured and played drums? Like,
oh yeah,
just fucking like
I injured myself while I
drumming
played
through
drums.
the pain,
yeah.
like just.
That's
got to be the worst.
Back in 2014, we ended a tour, and I drove from LA to Columbus without sleeping.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to get home. It was December 17th. We ended the tour within this moment. December 18th, we left at 11 a.m. from LA. Got home December 20th at 2 a.m. I drove the whole way. Twice I've done that, but north route and south route.
Yeah.
And I got home, didn't sleep very much. Went out drinking that night for my birthday and ended up punching a wall, thinking it was a kitchen door. Just like, it was dumb. I'd never been in a fight in my life. I'd never been punched it. And I thought it was just like a kitchen door. And I was like mad about something. I was going to sit down, and it was a fixed copper wall that was dividing the bar from our little spot. So I actually dislocated. I popped it back in myself. I fully dislocated out, and I double pocket. Like, I cried. I don't remember what it felt like because when you mix tequila with Crown Royal, does the trick. But then after that, we had to go to Europe in February. This is when I got this phone, by the way. So I was like rehabbing all 6 weeks after my birthday to go to Europe. That was like Valentine's Day. It was the 7th or the 8th because I remember when I left, I just got cleared. So my cast was removable.
Yeah.
But I milked the shit out of that. Like,
I bet.
We had a show on New Year's Eve, and I broke it on my birthday. So I boxer fractured it and dislocated it. My knuckle's gone now. This knuckle's gone. So I had my cast on, and at that time we had black spacesuits. I kind of forgot about this.
Yeah.
We had black spacesuits on, and Ron knew, and Brock knew, because Ron was at my birthday. It was kind of his fault. He had all his buddies buying me drinks. He felt a little guilty for this. Brock knew, but I didn't want to tell Dustin because I thought he was gonna like fire me or something. And this is just, we've only been a band for about a year. Getting ready to go to Europe. I want to keep doing this. Yeah. So I got a big like old black soccer sock that came up to like here.
Yeah.
I cut my first finger out on my thumb, kept my cast on, and this is 10 days after I broke it.
Yeah.
I covered my whole hand up with the sock except for these 2 fingers, and I played like this the whole time. I spun my sticks. Somehow I got through it. First couple songs in our sound check that day was a crap hole little bar. I won't say the name. Sixpence Pub in Parkersburg. Those mother fathers tried to charge $50 for a ticket for a New Year's show. Anyways, it was a bad night. Okay,
yeah.
Like no one wanted to be there. Like I was hurting, so we were all just like doing shots because it was also New Year's. So we were like, hey, let's do some Seagrams and 7. So we're pounding drinks and stuff. And first couple songs in, I whack my hand right on the rim of my snare drum. It makes me hurt thinking about it now. And that's exactly where I had broken it. Like you can still see the scar tissue.
Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend punching walls if you're a drummer.
Yeah.
There's been times
it's kind of like a key thing.
I'll whack my leg. Yeah, it's kind of a key thing. You need your hands. I'll whack my leg. Sometimes my drumsticks.
Oh.
So I have bruises. And I don't even know. I'm like, what are my legs bruised for? Because I hit it and forget that I hit it. I'm in the adrenaline, you don't feel
right.
much. I've cracked. I'll hit my floor tom. I'll swipe and hit a cymbal, and I'll come across the metal rim, and I'll be bloody on my knuckles.
Oh damn.
I've never injured anyone else on stage. I've thrown a couple drumsticks, but I've never actually hurt anyone else. Thankfully, yeah, no lawsuits yet.
So I know you told us about you guys got an argument and whatnot. And you threw your drumstick at the.
That was so dumb. That was like just dumb. But yeah. Yeah.
I get mad at these guys all the time.
It wasn't even my fight to be involved in. I was really trying to say, hey guys, stop. You look unprofessional. And and then they thought it was me trying to hurt them. And it wasn't. It was silly. We got over it. It was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago now, I think, something like that.
What's up, everybody? I just want to interrupt the show real quick and let you guys know we have our first sponsor. It is villain.com. That's V, the number one, LLAIN.com. That's V, the number one, LLAIN.com. If you're a nerd or a dad like all of us here on the show and love the old school cartoons and superheroes, then go ahead and check out villain.com. It's a local clothing company out of our beautiful city of Columbus, Ohio, that works with aspiring and up-and-coming artists. They have everything from shirts to pillows to hats to skateboards. The cool thing about it is, along with each artist, each getting a commission on sales, they also donate 5% of the proceeds to creationsforcures.org. That's creationsforcures.org. Also, if you use our promo code AVERAGE at checkout, that's AVERAGE, you get 15% off your total purchase. We just want to make kids feel like the superheroes they are and help raise awareness and money for the childhood issues and illnesses. Now, back to the show. I mean, like I said, we definitely appreciate you coming on here anytime, day. I mean, as long as we got to set it up, obviously. But Zoom calls, you're on tour, you want to chat in, let me know. We'll make it happen for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I might pick up some drum lessons online now.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of free time off, so if you guys want some. Not rock band, real rock band.
I can't beat this.
Maybe if you can find 2 drums, we can work on rock band. That would be kind of cool. Like, I gotta take a break from lessons.
We got rock band though. No, man, we definitely appreciate you coming on. Drumabuse.com. Everybody go check it out. Buy some nice shirts. Badass shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was my tour shirt.
I like the shirt. I like it's like trippy almost.
It's like TikTok drum abuse.
See you guys next podcast. I had it before TikTok came out.
Make TikTok.
That was not the inspiration. Thank you.
Everybody like, subscribe. Obviously, check out the YouTube as well for both Drum Abuse and us as well. And then for here, the Station Bar and Venue. Thank you so much, Sky. Thank you so much, the rest of the staff.
Mandy, she's awesome.
Mandy as well. I gotta say, they have, let alone a cool environment, food, drinks. They have shows here, as well as DJs, and they're actually starting doing comedy here. And Bobby Dodds, one of the guys who we've had on the show before, he's a comedian. He came through, did here. I think it was like last time, a couple weeks ago. I think it is. Funny guy.
There's a group of brothers, the Dodds, Matt, Robbie, and Chris Dodd.
I have
She
no
said
idea.
Bobby Dodds. I'm like, Robbie Dodd? He's not a comedian. He's a chef. He's not a chef. He's like a farm
Different
boy.
guy.
Different Dodd, yeah.
But they're having actually Thursday, January 27th, Jeff Tate, comedian, is coming to be here. So get your tickets for that at the stationbarnvenue.com. Check out our website, seeaveragepodcast.com. Obviously, drumabuse.com. Anything else you want to plug?
And YouTube. We're going to have a lot more content out.
There we go.
As soon as I can afford it. Everything costs money, so definitely visit drumabuse.com.
Buy some stuff.
Yeah, and if anything, just the whole goal with that website is for people to be able to just see something unique and different. You don't have to buy anything. I just shamelessly wear my socks. I just need cool merch because I have to do laundry every 3 to 5 days, so I buy 3 pairs of my drum pants so I can wear clothes that look the same, but they're not. So I'm not stinking on the road. So I just pretty much just use everything that I coffee mugs. I did. It's cool shit on there. I kind of messed up. I was gonna get a beanbag chair that had my face all over it.
Nice.
So it's like, come
sit on your
play
face.
A game. But with COVID, they discontinued a lot of products, so I couldn't get the bean bags in time.
We need a C average beanbag here. It'd be cool.
I'm sure you can get them. Just my source was like, we're not selling beanbags right now.
I'm not putting your face on.
People have other priorities. Yeah. Just one big face, a bunch of 100 of them.
Oh shit! All right, well, it's for us. We love you guys. Chris Webb, Tyler Thomas, Kevin Salyer, Mikey Scheid, and of course Adam Gilbert. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you.
StarSetOnline.com as well. Other than that, love you guys. We're out.